What's up, my people? Let me know if you want me to say Excelsior or that new thing I'm saying because I don't really want to say Excelsior anymore because that was more like Stan Lee's catchphrase. So I just say like what's up, my people? That's just like my new thing now. But today we're gonna finish off Batman and the Mad Monk and the Dark Moon Rising saga by Matt Wagner. This was published in February of 2007, and issue number 6 was published, I think, in March 2007. Dark Moon Rising, Batman, and the. When I first met Nikolai, I had just lost my parents to the war that has ravaged my country for years. It's too late. The sealing stone has dropped into place. The observation mirrors are blocked. I saw their bodies riddled by machine gun fire. I saw my sister burned alive. Her lovely, pale skin blackened to a crisp. Matt Wagner, story and art. Dave Stewart, colors. Rob Lay, letters. Wagner and Stewart, cover. Brandon Montclair, assistant editor. Bob Schreck, editor. Batman created by Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Whoever defeated the wolves fell victim to his own curiosity. The third stair is a trigger that collapses the ramp. The room below holds only death. In the aftermath of my loss, I became a heroin addict, adrift and unfeeling. Can you hear that deep rumble? The counterweights are in motion, and there is no escape. I wish we could see. I want to see. It will take hours for the wolves to finally retract. I long to escape this tepid, lonely life, but I also longed to bring the sharp sting of my bitter loss to others as well. Nikolai promised that he could grant all my dark desires. I have loved him ever since. Whoever's down there will be ground to a pulp. A shame, really. Such a waste of blood. Drainage grate. Stuck tight. Small chance of getting lucky twice like that. Spikes inching closer. Any mechanism strong enough to move stone walls will be all but unstoppable. Need to slow them, at least. Luckily, I didn't cast all the rangs in silver. Buys me some time. Stone cap, blocking the hole I fell through. Too heavy. Not enough leverage. Need to blast it out. The room is small for this amount of plastique. The walls continue to grind. Have to take the chance. Pray I don't blow my eardrums out. Dizzy. Concussion. Ears ringing. Good sign. Focus. Walls. No time. Go. 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 Lucky I didn't leave a leg down there. Lost plenty of other flesh, though. and blood. Feel and look like I've been through a cheese grater. Can't give in. Julie in danger. Her car gone. Need to check on her safety. Can't confront whoever or whatever lies within. Not yet. Need patching up. He's never taken this long to respond. Or perhaps I've just grown to expect too much. I simply push that damn button and expect him to show. My dark and mysterious comrade. Oh, I was beginning to think that you'd taken the night off. Crime never rests, Jim. Yeah, I should have known. Jim, what is it? Good Lord! My God, are you okay? I'll be fine. Look, I don't have time for this. Why did you summon me? Because I can. And that's part of the problem. Look, I have no regrets for being part of this campaign of yours. We both want the same results. To see Gotham cleaned of what ails it. It's just our methods that differ. I've also got no illusions that what you do is vitally necessary and effective. But I can't sneak around in the shadows like this anymore. That's your path, not mine. If I'm going to contact you in the future, it's going to have to be something more above board, not so covert. Don't ask me how, because as of yet, I haven't a clue. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. You don't have to explain. You have a family to consider. I understand. Any further news on our bloodless murder victims? Not much. We did finally manage to ID them all via dental records. And isn't that some kind of sick irony? Anyway, they had only two things in common, and it's not really much of a correlation. First, they were all out-of-towners, transplants to the city, who had left home for a variety of reasons. I have to assume the killer chose them all for the lack of any local association. Secondly, and I tend to think this is mere coincidence, they were all only children, no siblings. Only. Yes, why? Do you think that's significant? Well, you all but asked for him to keep his distance. Never really noticed the view from up here, even after all this time. Can really see quite far. Thank God. She appears to be sleeping. Peacefully. Can't afford. Go inside. Wouldn't. No good. Wounds reopened. Need patching up. Had to make sure she's okay. I remember your father used to speak of the Ralstone family. He said they were a stain on Gotham's reputation and its livelihood. A sign of things to come, even though they're no longer in power. Their corrupting influence seems to have sunk into Gotham's current legacy. The only surviving heir, Richard Ralstone, has been, by all accounts, the epitome of indolent young wealth. He traveled through Europe like it was his own personal playground, regardless of any political strife. The rumors make it sound like a roving bacchanal. This is Ralstone Scion, home from abroad. Ralstone Castle falls into disrepair, future uncertain. Even puts the public persona of Bruce Wayne to shame. His father was the last known resident of the Ralstone Castle. He committed suicide when he ultimately had to declare bankruptcy. The castle's deed is still listed in Richard Ralstone's name. Ow! Easy there, Duck. It's not my fault you can't seem to remain uninjured for more than a few days at a time. Now then, is that all? No other lacerations, lesions, contusions, or abrasions that need tending to? No, that's fine. I think you've got them all. Besides, I don't know if I could stand any more of the treatments. Oh, don't be such a baby. Here, let me bandage those last stitches. Thanks, Alfred. Hold in the line of duty, sir. But the question remains, who and what is this mad monk that has apparently taken up residence in the Ralstone Castle? If it is, in fact, Richard Ralstone, have his hedonistic world travels left him with a horrible and bloodthirsty psychosis? In any case, real or imagined, both vampires and Gotham's other creature of the night must sleep during the daytime. You really need to rest up those wounds, sir. Or has he actually fallen prey to some curse and condition that exists outside the rational world? On the other hand, there is a man in Metropolis who can actually fly and bend steel in his bare hands. Sir. All right, Alfred, all right.
Daddy, are you here? Daddy, I can't believe I slept so long.
I have always thought of myself as a man who faces up to his responsibilities, no matter how distasteful the consequences. I'm in here, darling. I'm glad you're finally awake. I have something to discuss with you. Something that's vitally important.
I'm just so cold. Still tired. And it's so bright. Can't we draw the shades?
Darling, I know I haven't been as honest with you as I should have been lately. You have to understand this isn't easy for me. Lord knows, I've been ashamed of what I did. But now I find myself, oh God, forced into actions that might ultimately prove disastrous.
Daddy, I don't... What are you talking about?
You know I'm a man of principle and of compromise. But this situation has proven unyielding, and it demands an end. Here.
What's the
copy of my will, along with vital information in regard to my various holdings, trusts, and accounts, along with all the necessary passwords. Oh, my dear, if, for some reason, I never get to see nor hold you again, remember me as a man of my word. Remember, your father dearly loved you. Saying a possible goodbye to her was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But now I've got to go, dear. I have further preparations to handle, and I must steel myself for the task that awaits. Soon, I will confront the second artist.
Okay, Daddy. Goodbye, Daddy. At first, I found it very difficult learning to sleep inside of a coffin. The memory of my personal tragedies was still too fresh in my mind, but that was before I had tasted the elixir of life, felt the heady rush of someone else's suffering. Now, I sleep like a baby. Nikolai, though. Nikolai sleeps like the dead. Nikolai, she has returned, and I think she has succeeded.
So, Miss Madison, what brings you all the way out here again so soon? Is your father still well?
He gave me what you wanted, gave me. Steady, wench.
I must confess, I'm surprised at the ease with which you obtained this information. Men such as your father are usually notoriously tight-lipped about their business dealings, even with their loved ones. Are you certain these figures are accurate?
Yes, he gave them to me. Didn't ask. He's up to something dangerous. So
Excellent. Indeed, these do seem to be legitimate.
so worried about. Oh.
Enough out of you, then.
Is it true, then?
Apparently so, dear Dollar. And thus I'm afraid the lovely Miss Madison has only one function she can yet serve for us. We must summon the Brotherhood, and let's attire our guest of honor in something more fitting to the occasion. Overwhelming, drowning, destroying everything is the sound of the gun. Twice it barks. It's horrible, desperate din, louder than my father's valiant and final rebuke. The second blast peals right over his gut-wrenching grunt of surprise. Its echoes evaporate the tinkling of my mother's fallen pearls. As the sound returns to my ears, I can hear her softly whimpering, gasping out her final breaths. If only.
Bruce.
If only I knew how to save her. Julie! I hardly find a single day to be a sufficient rest period, sir. Your wounds are of the flesh, Alfred. I'll suffer through them. But that's nothing compared to what I'll endure if Julie falls final prey to the monk. No matter what lives in or haunts the Ralstone Castle, I've got to stop it. I just pray I'm not already too late. Very well, then. Here, these should help hold you together, at least for tonight. What are they? One's an advanced collegiant. It should help keep you from bleeding too much. The others are to dull the pain and make sure you stay alert. Thanks, Alfred. If you don't hear back from me tonight, call in a report to the police. Captain James Gordon. He'll know what to do. And tell Julie. Yes, sir. I understand. And Godspeed, Master Bruce. Tonight, this very hour, O brethren, the endless night shall commence. Long have I promised your ranks the ecstasy of Nocturna's gifts, and long have you tithed your support in honor of this brotherhood's destiny. Your patience is about to meet its rewards, my brothers. At last, the night stands ready to receive you. We hear your words, O deathless Duke. We heed your wisdom, O merciless Lord. The castle's upper windows are ablaze with torchlight. The courtyard is filled with vehicles. Tonight, ye of the blood faith, we have achieved autonomy, freedom from the wicked, waking world. And so tonight, Julie's car is one of them. Finally, tonight, you all shall taste the gift of immortality. And we're going to do part 2 in a second. Batman and the Mad Monk, number 6, Dark Moon Rising.
In those final moments, I felt my head begin to clear, like someone had lifted a sticky veil from my mind. Suddenly, I could see, hear, feel, and smell the trappings of my predicament, and I began to scream. Ah! What have you done to me? Let me go! Damn you! Let me go!
Matt Wagner, story and art. Dave Stewart, colors. Rob Lay, letters. Brendan Montclair, assistant editor. Bob Schreck, editor. Batman created by Bill Finger and Bob Kane.
What do you want?
Only your lovely life's blood, my dear, down to the last drop. Alfred was right. This vehicle can also be used to strike terror. I've interrupted some twisted sort of cult ritual. The crimson robes scatter before me. What?
Nikolai, what is this? Some part of the sacrifice.
I assure you, not. Shh. The room is cavernous. Still, gas should help thin out the numbers. I don't have far to look to locate the one I seek. Their leader, the monk. Brethren, this intruder is the very downfall of which I had warned. Tear out his throat as you would any cattle. Prove yourselves worthy of my gifts. The members of this brotherhood are no warriors, only a flock of cruel and perverted thrill-seekers. It's their obscene shepherd I want.
But if you did not arrange this, who is he?
You spend too long with your head buried in dreams, Dalla. He is the Batman, a meddler who means us no good, despite the tenor of his disguise. Half of them flee. A few more succumb to the gas. The remainder offer little resistance.
Batman! Help me, please! They kidnapped me! Please!
Julie, their latest victim. He's incredibly fast. Nearly avoids both rangs. Lets his woman take the worst of it. He's injured, but doesn't seem especially troubled by the silver. Again. So fast. Barely saw. Stitches burst. Shirt slowly filling up with blood. But he's on the run. Julie seems okay. Small fires from the fallen braziers. Gas all but dissipated. Have to risk it. Only one option remains. An avenue I find as dank and bitter as any I have yet had to traverse. I must sever any bond I have with organized crime in the most permanent fashion. The Batman will never connect me to these thugs. Benny, go get the car and bring it around.
You got it, Sal.
If there is no connection left to be made. Maroney! It's over! Say whatever prayers you can recall. Jesus! Is that Madison? No! Christ! I thought it would have been one of Carmine's guys. Look! You saw that, right? You saw him try to shoot me, right? There was nothing but self-defense. It was self-defense, I tell you. The castle is vast. It makes Wayne Manor seem slight in comparison. Bleeding freely now. Smoke filters up from downstairs. Can't let him escape. So close. You resemble the Grand Inquisitors of old. They also never knew when to quit. Despite his wound, he's still lightning fast. While I am slow and addled from my own blood loss. Ferociously strong as well. He'll beat through the shield in mere seconds. busy. Ignore it. Lucky break, crime fighter. Seems he's got no stomach for the rough stuff. Focus. Breathe. Take him down. End of the line. And he's gone? The drop is too sheer. The cliff face. 1,000 feet or more. Only one possibility. You are misguided in pursuing me, Batman. You are mistaken to think your appearance frightens me. The wind is fierce. The roof tiles, treacherous. Let him talk. Inch closer. I have known crusaders such as you for centuries, foolishly trying to purge what can never be eradicated. Drop this charade. I don't buy into this whole vampire routine. I know who you are, Richard Ralstone. Ah, and like all crusaders, you understand so very little. Alas, with no time left for improvement. His glowing arc winks out in the darkened depths below. Time to take the hint and get off this rooftop. I can smell the smoke from beneath me. Julie.
The Brotherhood lies broken, the castle in flames. Even Nikolai, mighty Nikolai, may stand defeated. But there will be a blood sacrifice this evening. I will gorge on the juice of your veins, and then I shall live forever. The smoke and fumes are overwhelming. My mind reels at the perversity and spectacle of these unbelievable events. I fight to remain conscious, but gradually I feel myself succumb. Oh, Daddy.
Her breathing has stopped. Heartbeat is faint. Focus. And count. 2, 3, 4. Come on, Julie, come on. Julie, listen to me. You've got to start breathing. Julie! Calm down. She's never heard Batman's voice. Most pray they never will. Needs to be more familiar. Julie. Julie, listen to my voice. Come on now. Breathe in, Julie. The air out here is sweet and pure. Julie.
Bruce! Bruce!
Yes, Julie. I'm here.
But you... Oh my God. How can this be true?
Julie, listen to me. Are you all right? Can you breathe clearly? Her eyes, so frightened, so confused. The first time I've ever regretted this costume's effect.
Yes, I'm fine. But how could this be so? How could you be Batman? How could I not have known?
I know. I'm sorry for that deception. It's not only you. I hold this identity secret from everyone. It's not safe for others to know.
All those times, I wondered where you were. All those nights. And Daddy would just go on about, "Oh my God! Bruce, I just remembered when I was under that monk's control. Daddy told me he intended on doing something desperate, something dangerous. Oh, Bruce, what if he's..."
It's okay, Julie. Calm down. I don't know what your father had planned, but I swear to you, he will come to no harm. First, he was alone, the one who walked in the shadows of the moon, with an endless chain of bodies to both possess and consume. Then came the latest incarnation, a body so young and so pampered, and a companion whose adoration knew no bounds. Next came a following, the companion's ilk, and the Moonwalker languished in their worship. He was pleased. Then came the end of those days, and the creature who tore it all down. Someday he will destroy that one. Next.
Dearest Bruce, for safety's sake, there are things I can't and won't express in this letter. Things I'd like to say, but will never give voice. For my father's final journal entries, I now know exactly how he came to the state that consumed him, and why he did what he did. It's evident that he was paranoid and delusional, but the fact remains that he died from an overwhelming fear that obsessed him. My father died because of Batman. You may never understand or forgive me for leaving both Gotham and you, but this fact will always stand between us, and that is a reality with which I could never live.
Lady Julie! Lady Julie! You must come! You must come! My baby brother! He is born! He is healthy!
That's wonderful, Kwasi. I know you could locate me no matter where I fled, so there's no use in hiding. I am following my father's wishes that I contribute to the world's well-being. I am in Africa, and I find that life in the Peace Corps agrees with me. Come see! Come see! This is an area of the world that needs the nurturing attentions of people such as myself, so very different from my faraway home, a city that maybe does need a dark night to protect it. There is a part of me that will always love you, Bruce, but that part all but died along with my father. Julie.
I was wrong. Wrong to assume that I could accomplish my goals so quickly, so young. Wrong to allow anyone to get so close to the dark maelstrom that surrounds me. My mission will claim new victims as readily as its genesis claimed my parents, and I can't allow that to happen. Police scanner reports a warehouse full of bodies, seemingly poisoned, all bearing some semblance of a rictus-like grin, even in death. Gordon's bound to be there. Perhaps this is what became of the missing heroine. The war continues. And there's like an Easter egg to Robin. It says special return engagement. 2 weeks only, the Haley Circus. Featuring the Flying Graysons. And that's the end. So I hope you enjoyed the Dark Moon Rising series. I got that playlist. I got a lot of playlists on my YouTube. Sorry if it's hard to see like all the playlists, because I got like probably like 50 different playlists. But yeah, I got a playlist with the Batman Dark Moon Rising, I think. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any recommendations for me, just tell me in the comments and I'll put them on my Google document. It will probably take a very long time to get to them, but I will eventually do. And I'll respond. I respond to the comment, which the recommendation is put in. I'll respond to the comment that you put in. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.